It's now time to start Alderaan, and in the past you may have heard me, say something along the lines of, I hate the politics on Alderaan, I don't like that you have to deal with all those politicians, and it's always really contrived and everything. However, the Warriors version of Alderaan is really quite fun because of just really simply how evil you can be.
You lack patience, Duke Kendo. There are standard procedures that must be adhered to.
Your disregard for our family rules is appalling. You are an abomination. Goodbye, cousin.
Fools. They won't be feeling much of anything for long.
Duke Kendo, Darth Barris sent me.
What? You're not on my schedule. I don't appreciate being interrupted. Barris isn't even on my radar, Sith. I have a war to wage and personal ambitions to achieve here.
Is breeding one of your personal ambitions?
A threat? You see these Sith I have attending me? Your corpse will be my message to your master. Femres, make this intruder a distant memory, will you?
I'm sorry, Duke Kendo. We are assigned to protect you and support your interests in the struggle for Alderaan. But we serve the Emperor first, and we will not cross Darth Barris or his apprentice.
Do you fear me, Sith?
Fear weakens the coward. It's respect that tempers my actions here.
Okay. That was unexpected. It seems I may have been hasty regarding your master's needs. How can I make amends?
You can start by bowing to me, too.
Of course. Consider it a small demonstration of my repentance. I pledge the same level of focus that had me so absorbed in my own work. I pledge myself to your directives, and as I aid you, perhaps you'll be moved to help me in mine.
Unless your directives involve your suicide, I won't be participating.
Point taken. I hope time will improve our relations. As I recall, Darth Barris wanted information on a young Alderaanian girl who was taken off-planet to train with Jedi Master Nomen Karr. I was to locate her family, so that you could, well, send the girl a message.
They'll find I'm much more than a messenger.
And you'll need to be. I had difficulty finding even a single lead. Nomen Karr's Padawan fits the description of the former handmaiden of a noblewoman in House Alder named Lady Renata. I've questioned her already, but Renata is protected by House Alder's greatest champion. The man has never met his match in melee.
He's never met me.
If I may, once you've eliminated her protector and gotten what you need, I would personally be very indebted if you'd arrange to have Lady Renata brought to us for questioning.
Don't tell me what to do.
I apologize if that sounded like a declaration. It was simply a request. While House Alder is a small player on Alderaan, it is affiliated with House Organa. Therefore, Lady Renata's estate is in hostile territory and very well defended. Be cautious.
Be ready for my return.
I do hope to see you soon. Until then...
Finally, a Sith that is smart isn't just gonna jump in and try to attack me, and it's really nice to actually have respect. I mean, that's one of the things that as a Sith you don't find very often. You find discontent for sure, and you find a myriad of other emotions, including hate and basically sometimes jealousy comes into the whole wanting someone else's power thing, and it's a mess, right? And then finally to see a Sith that respects me is really quite nice. He's smart enough not to attack me because he knows that that would be a very bloody battle, regardless if he fears me or not. And then he's also smart enough to know that the Duke is not his superior, you know. the Emperor is, and when it comes to the duties of the Sith, those are gonna come first over whatever the heck this dude wants. Plus, you could tell that that guy really doesn't like the Duke too much, because he looks like he just doesn't want to be anywhere in the room with him, and we could probably play that to our advantage later.
My lady, we have intruder.
Lady Renata, I seek the family of your former handmaiden, Jace Wilson.
What's this nonsense you're spouting? I don't know what you're talking about.
Lady, let me kill this Sith like the last one Duke Kendo sent.
Windred, you don't need my permission to kill an enemy that comes barging through my door. Make it fast.
Let me save you the trouble.
This Sith faster than last one.
Yeah, this is probably going to be very predictable. Let's talk about the Duke for a second, too. He seems very slimy. Now, he fits that stereotypical politician on Alderaan that I've talked about in the past, and the people that you just don't like because you can see that they have their own agenda, and they're going to do something to get that agenda completed. It's not going to matter what happens to you or the people around them. And we got to keep an eye out on him for that, because that is a very dangerous trait to have, especially with me.
Lady, sorry.
This can't be. I'm sorry I ordered him to kill you, Sith. I hope you don't hold it against me. You see, I've been fending off Duke Kendo's advances for some time, and I just assumed you were here for him. If you're not working for the Duke, I'll gladly cooperate. You mentioned a girl, yes? Jace or someone?
Glad to see I have your undivided attention.
You have a very persuasive manner. I was aware of the young handmaiden who left Alderaan with the Jedi Master. And I did hear the name Jace Wilson, but you're mistaken. I didn't know her. The girl never served me.
Do you know anything about her?
Duke Kendo can include that in his interrogations. The Duke congratulates you on your impressive venture into House Alday. I'm here to take the fair lady to him.
No! Don't let him take me to that pig! I do know who the girl worked for. I'll tell you all I can, if only you'll keep me from Duke Kendo.
You have my attention.
Then we are agreed. Good. Before she left with the Jedi, Jace Wilson was the handmaiden of Giselle Organa of House Organa. They were inseparable. Before the war, Giselle was an aristocrat, like myself. Now she leads the Organan troops against House Ulgo.
Where exactly is this Giselle Organa?
Her headquarters are somewhere on the front line.
The Duke will know where to find Giselle Organa, and how to reach her. If you let me deliver Lady Renata to him, I'm sure Kendo will happily shed light on the situation for you.
I never intended to keep her safe.
I thought by telling you what I know, you'd show mercy!
Your destiny lies with the Duke, woman. Be nice to him, and maybe he'll treat you well. I meant what I said. I'm sure Kendo can help you find and confront Giselle. You should consult with him on it.
Be sure he's prepared when I get there.
Of course, friend. I will see you at House Thule. Come, Renata. Time to face your fate.
And a terrible fate it will be.
See, this is one of those first things that you get to be really evil with, and that's pretty mild compared to what you get to do later on, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as we get further along here. However, with that, it's kind of funny because you're like, yeah, I'll totally help you out and not have you go deal with this dude. But to be honest, if I were her, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near this guy either. I mean, my character has the ability just to kill him right off the bat and not really care or have anybody else care, but she doesn't really have that advantage.
Ah, you return. I'm beside myself with appreciation for delivering Lady Renata for me. She will prove to be most useful.
Tell it to someone who gives a damn.
Just expressing my boundless appreciation. So, Fimrest tells me the lead was fruitful. Although Lady Renata was not the Gold's mistress, she knew who was. Giselle Organa. I should say, General Giselle Organa. Now you have to track her down, which poses a bit of a problem.
Some elaboration is required.
Giselle Organa leads the Organa War against House Ulgo. Her headquarters is protected by an impenetrable force field. No firepower can breach it. The force field allows Giselle and her advisors to be stationed very close to the front and maintain a more hands-on command.
Sounds like General Giselle knows what she's doing.
As smart as she is, there must be a way to overcome... Wait. Yes. A force field needs power to maintain itself, yes? So, if we manage to cut the power... And I bet I know exactly where Giselle is getting her juice. If I'm right, you could just walk through the front door.
Let's cut to the chase.
Almost all the power on Alderaan is supplied by the planetary generator. Giselle must be piggybacking the system to power her force field. Several of my fellows do this to maintain their special security needs. A precise charge at the generator will force fail-safes to fire. The planet won't miss a beat, but ancillary systems like Giselle's force field will have to be manually reset, which could take some time.
What's your assessment of the Duke's plan, Captain?
It's sound, my lord. If the force field operates on an emergency power tap, when the system transfers to backup sources, the tap will have to be re-engaged.
Your man knows his stuff. Fimres, fetch a 7/7 detonator from my arms cabinet there, and give it to our friend.
As you wish.
The Alderaan power generator is located above the Strait Valley, and it boasts the planet's most advanced security systems. You'll have to fight your way in, set the charge, then fight your way out before the boom. It won't be easy.
I'll try not to yawn too much.
Once you've detonated the generator, you'll still have to wade through Giselle's surrounding army and invade her headquarters before her force field is reset. I'll be eagerly tracking your progress. Good luck.
So this is a pretty basic mission. We have to go disable the generator and, get into the base and all that fun stuff. And you end up going to several different areas during this mission, which is kind of strange, and it keeps you in this, the same general area for longer than I expected it to when I did it the first time, and definitely as I did it the second time, I feel like I'd forgotten about that. And it's a little disorienting, actually, at least to me, for this mission in particular. However, let's talk about being freaking evil. So there's some things that you can start doing now. You got to remember, the Jedi-knight story. You don't just, if you were playing a dark-sided Jedi-knight, as we've done in the past, you don't start being super evil right off the bat. It gets a progressive thing. And same thing goes for the Sith being, super good. You don't start off being super good. It's, not so nice of things, but it's still kind of mean stuff that you get to do as light-sided, as opposed to... this, which is once you've gotten so far on your dark-sided stuff, you start being able to do some really evil things, rather than, at the beginning of the game, it's, if you're going to do an evil thing, it's well, I'm going to tell on you, it's not very mean, but towards the end of this, you get to kind of ruin people's lives, and it's weird, because anytime I've ever played the Sith completely dark-sided, which I have a Marauder that's max level, and it went completely dark-sided. There's parts in the story that made me crack up, because it's just ridiculous. You're an insane psychopath at a point of the dark-sided stuff, and it's so unreal what you're doing, and makes really no logical sense of why you would do it in the first place. It's just the fact that you can do some of these really evil things that crack me up. Now, coming up here, we're going to have something really evil that we can do, and we don't go the full Monty here, because the full one is really bad. But we do go for halvesies on this decision coming up, and you'll kind of see what I mean, and we'll talk about it, afterwards. Why is it evil, and how can you make it even more evil of what you actually do to these poor people? Either way, I really look forward to all the other stuff we get to do, because it's just so freaking good.
General, our standing army outside is being wiped out. Someone or something is on its way here.
My technicians almost have the force field reset. but we're still a sitting duck.
There have been several assassinations of House Thule officials, whose security systems were down by the generator explosion. In my opinion, House Ulgo is behind all this.
Your opinion is about to change. I'm here for information on Jason Wilson's family.
Intruder!
Giselle, get behind me.
None of you panic. I'll handle this. Sith, did I hear you right? You've perpetrated all this in search of my former handmaiden?
I doubt you would have taken my call.
It might have worked. I'm a practical woman. You have decimated my forces outside. They were to be deployed to secure a part of my front that's about to fall. Now I have no reinforcements. You seek information only I have, and my front needs bolstering. Perhaps we can help each other.
I'll kill your entourage one by one until you give me what I want.
Go ahead. I'm not a commander with a soft heart. My actions are always dictated by the big picture. Kangrel, Prin, and Blanks knew the risks of serving a general. It will be a waste of effort to kill them. Even if you destroy my flea of a servant, you'll still get nothing from me, unless you agree to defend my front from Ulgo.
So be it. Might as well kill him, too.
This isn't working, Sith. I am not so easily broken.
No, stop! Please! Blanks is my lover. I'll tell you everything. Just please don't kill him! Jason Wilson's parents are servants in Castle Organa. They are stationed in the central tower. Here, take this. It's a passkey that will gain you entry to their chamber. Just please stop choking Blanks.
It will be more satisfying to kill you.
I should have known better than to strike a deal with you.
You killed them all. And my beloved Giselle? Why? She gave you what you wanted.
It's in my nature.
Giselle should have known better. I am misery. If it gives you pleasure to cause such anguish, get an eyeful and then leave. You have what you came for.